right, guys. Awesome.
Most people are too lazy to do this, but it saves homeowners a fortune.
What's up, Pit Blues? And what's up, Peter? Good to see you. All right, Peter, it looks like we're back in business with the whole chat thing. Let me take that double off there. All right, so we're doing a fun little live here of, I'm calling this a blues tune-up with friends. So those of you who got the email from me, I sent you guys this beginning blues sheet, and it's part of the tune-up for today. And I'm going to give you about 4 or 5 different licks that will immediately get you back playing the blues again. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, let me go ahead and put up the blues sheet that I sent you guys. Let's see. We'll just pull up a new window here. We're going to start with that, but then we're going to go and learn, make sure we know a couple of other blues licks. All right, so first thing I just need to do is add this really quickly. Yeah, Peter, I was stressing about that, wanting to make sure that you could always get in the chat. So let's see. I need to do a different window. Let's see. Let's see if I can change that. I don't know why. Okay. All right, and let's see if it changes it just for this one thing. Streamlabs, Chord, inbox. Okay, I need to create a new window. So we're gonna do this. Sorry for the delay here. I just need to make sure that everybody has at least access to seeing the sheet music, even if you didn't get the email. All right. Google Drive and the score. Here it is right here. Okay. Now this is in the Shapes course. This is also in the Beginning Blues Piano course that we just released. And of course it's in our All Access group as well as our Chord Academy group. All right, so let's talk about, hey Doug, good to see you. Doug was the first member of our open membership on YouTube. So I'll tell you guys just in a few minutes of how you can support the Academy or the YouTube channel. But right now, let's just go over this PDF a little bit. The first thing I want everybody to make sure you do, Fabrizio, he's back. Good to see you, Fabrizio. I've been wondering what you've been up to. So the first 5 notes of the blues scale is always going to get you in the mood to play the blues scale, the blues, right? And I want you to reach out to my people who might be on the beginning side of things. Like this first shape, I did a whole course on this first shape. That's how important it is to me. And this idea of isn't it amazing that you can do a simple phrase or all of these phrases just by doing that? And this particular PDF has the first thing you're doing is you're warming up those fingers and you're building up muscle memory, right? I love this. I call this automatic pilot at iMusicAcademy. And when we're doing a trio version, we put the left hand of 3 of the C scale, flat 7 and 9. And it's just 3 chords in a simple blues. You have a C9, the bottom 2 notes go down, now you have an F13, and then you have a G13 if you move that shape up. Now, if you were doing automatic pilot, you would do this. Then you go to F and do the same thing, right? We teach that all the time. Now, the other thing is if you're playing this in both hands, you're doing a lot of really fun things. One is you are building up muscle memory and you're getting used to the hands playing together. But if you hear Oscar Peterson, all those recordings when he's playing all these lines, he's doing them with the octaves with 2 octaves apart. So you have all these things. That's not a bad thing to practice. So I do that a lot. Like if I'm playing and then I work it out to make sure I can play that with my left hand. And just takes a little bit of practice of learning how to coordinate the hands. But for right now, you're just getting this down. If you have more experience, I want you to go up a half step. Same thing. Right? Now, I'm doing this fast right now only to demonstrate how I want you to work. I actually want you to practice it more like this. Jeffrey, what's up, Jeffrey? Always count on Jeffrey joining in the stream. Okay, the first 5 notes of the blues scale. Very important. Now, why in the world, in addition to it really working your fingers, why in the world would you want to learn the 5 notes? Because it automatically, one, it frees you up. You get this shape down. It frees you up for the left hand. That's one thing it does. Another thing that it does, and does so many different things, is you're building up your strength, of course, and you're getting that shape down. But you can really focus on those 5 notes. I could go to a place and they're playing the blues. You say, well, what key are they playing the blues? Oh, they're in F. Okay, first 5 notes of the F blues scale, and I go. What if they're playing in D flat? Oh no. Those 5 notes will work over the entire blues. And if you understand that, put got it in the chat. We're going back to C. Now what this PDF does is it does the first 5 notes together, and I prefer you practicing them 2 octaves apart, but then you go here and you do root 5th, root 6th, and here's where you go on automatic pilot pit blues right here. And if you understand that, put got it in the chat. Now watch what happens when I go to the F chord. I'm going to stay on these notes. And it still works. You still stay on C blues, right hand pattern. And 2 and 3. Now that didn't, I just played the blues scale coming down. All right, you guys with me so far? Now let's go through a little bit of this PDF. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you very quickly, we have 11 people watching. There are all kinds of ways that you can support iMusicAcademy. Of course, you can get my courses. You can join one of our academies, or you could join the Chord Academy or the All Access Academy. If you want any of that information, you can either go to iMusicAcademy to see the resources, or you can email me, bob@imusicacademy.com, if you have a question of any of our academies. But now we have the public way of using YouTube. If you hit join, you can see the different tiers that we have, and just know that this is new for me, that I started at 16,000 or shortly after 16,000. I decided I wanted to do YouTube memberships, and I'm so glad that I did. We just started this last week, and Doug was the first member, and you see that there are these little loyalty badges by the name, and it just says that you support the stream. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this beginning blues 5-finger patterns to anybody who gets any tier. All I ask that if somebody else, we're up to 5 members in this new way to support iMusicAcademy, is that if I'm going to put this PDF in there, but it doesn't matter the level, I'll put that in there as well. I just ask that don't just sign up and then cancel. Like if you're really going to support, I also support other things, other channels, and so I think it's really important to do that. But find one that you like and support it, but now's your opportunity to support iMusicAcademy. And what I'm going to do is I'll put this beginning 5-finger patterns, and honestly the membership is amazing because it's all, you know, private with all the other members, and you guys who are my 5 members know I put PDFs, I put private streams from our academy, I put a whole course in there. That's like a $30 or $40 course now. I just put it up in there for you guys to download. So it creates a really neat, unique kind of membership thing. So look at the tiers. Just hit join. You don't have to join right away. Just look and see, do I want to support this? The other thing is I have a new software. So now you can actually do one-time support. If you want to do that, you click the Streamlabs thing and you can do PayPal or anything. So all the money helps go and support all these free lessons that I do. All right, so here we go. We're looking at this PDF, and watch this example you have. Now, that's nice. Again. So that right there is the example of taking the first 5 notes of the blues scale, getting this under your finger, and having so many different ways to turn it around, and that's just one of them. Now, if I was in the key of F, or G. Right? You could go for days doing that kind of stuff. You believe in the first time we've got it. Awesome. Hey, Pit Blues, I've really enjoyed having you hang out at these pop-up streams that we do. And so you see how interesting that is. Like, you take these first 5 notes, you're thinking, well, how in the world am I going to make music of that? One very, very, very important thing to know is that when we are in the key of C, and we're in the key of C right now here, and whenever I change chords, I'm still on C blues. I can play the C blues scale over the C chord, over the F chord, over the G chord, any of those things, but you stay on the C blues scale. Now, in just a minute, I'm going to show you some other things you can do in addition to that. All right, now, if you're just going down this PDF that I am going to upload as soon as we get done into the membership area, but watch this. I love that right there. And that just goes up the first 4 notes of the blues scale. And repetition is your friend. Peter knows that we say that all the time. Jeffrey probably even knows, and Vicky certainly knows. Now here's a little tip. We know that one thing we need to do is practice with the metronome on 2 and 4. Now imagine I had the metronome going and it's just clicking. And all you have to do to get that swing feel is when you hear the click, you say 2. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. When I first learned that, it sort of changed I couldn't believe how easy it was to get the swing feel after doing that. So you have the metronome just clicking and you go 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, That's one tip, is I want you guys, everyone watching this, to put your metronome on beats 2 and 4 by simply hearing the metronome, and when you hear that click, you go 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So practice that, and then put the right hand with it, like go click, click, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, then you take this idea. Here's the next tip, is sometimes some of my students will play like this. They'll go, and I'm not judging in any way. We all, including me, we all start somewhere. We have to learn, and that's why it's good to work with somebody. But we do this sometimes. This. And what I say is, I want you playing. One, I love for when you sing. Don't even think you have to be a gifted singer. I sing all the time, this stuff, but I goes, I'm thinking like a horn section, right? And so I want your phrase to be like that too. So you go, or so a little more connected, right? Now I'm really singing what I'm thinking in my head, or you hear the difference as opposed to this. Yeah, I'm thinking. Let's do that again. Let's do a quarter note bass line. And I'll do it again. If you play something you like, play it again. Same 5 notes, just the blues scale, first 5 notes. Again. Change it a little bit. Okay, you see what we're doing there? Just a little bit more on the connected side of things. And I love for when you take these first 5 notes to start thinking bum ba bum boom ba da dum a do da da dum a boom ba dum da 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 dum. Okay, now let's keep going down this PDF because it is full of awesome things. Here's another trick. If you're in the key of C, go down 3 half steps. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And you're at the A note, the first 4 notes of the A blues scale. And it sounds like this. And 2, and 3. And 2, and 3. Okay, you guys with me? The next one we're going to do, what's up, Hugh? Hugh is an all access member. Good to see you. Hugh is so consistent. He's even more consistent than Jeffrey, and Jeffrey's here all the time. Watch this. This is an Oscar Peterson idea. When I first started listening to music, when I first started playing music, Oscar Peterson was one of the first people that I heard, and I'm surprised I didn't quit right away, but I kept hearing, even before I knew what it was, I would hear this tritone, this idea, the sharp 4-way, and so I put a little, even in my beginning blues piano chorus, I cheated a little bit. I said this whole chorus is mostly on the first 5 notes of the blues scale, but I wanted to put a few things that I think really give you a little fun little lift there. If you go do da do boo do bum boo do boo da da boo do da do. How about the A blues scale? All right, now let's keep going down the list. That Oscar Peterson one is a whole lot of fun. All right, let's go down. And the next one we're going to do, and I still haven't even got to the licks, so just hang in there. We're almost done. I just wanted to show you guys this PDF that I will put in the membership area. Watch this. Just another way to turn it around. The next one is that's kind of nice. And even though we're kind of rattling these off and me showing you this, just remember that I love for you to sit on a voicing or sit on a pattern. It's just like this. If I said do the first one where you go, I'll do it again. You see how that works? Like I just take one thing and just wear it out over and over. All right, this next one does this. Da-da-da-bum. I love this right here. So all the time I'm telling you guys, there is shapes, like in the shapes course, for instance, the first 5 notes of the blues scale and the top half of the blues scale. Listen to this one right here. This kind of top half of the blues scale is a shape that everybody needs to know. And I'm going to give you a little, we'll call them a cheat code. Awesome. Peter, it's so good to have you back, actually being able to participate in the stream. All right, watch this, everyone. We have a lot of people watching right now. So my middle finger goes on whatever key I'm in. Okay, if I'm in the key of C, my middle finger goes right hand on C. Now, that makes my hand naturally hover over the 5th, the flat 7, and the minor 3rd on top. Now, at first, I don't expect everybody, nor do I think all you should do is just this. That would be horrible, right? But you can go again. That time I went down to the F sharp. Okay, now I need to say something about that, why did I show you the top half of the blues scale, is because one of those licks right there that you're looking at does this ba-da-da-da, 4, 3, 2, 1. Notice this, the root, and there's your tritone. There's that Oscar Peterson interval, that sharp 4, and I say the Oscar Peterson interval. It's the lick that we were using, this Oscar Peterson-ish. But this idea of ba-da-da-da, imagine how amazingly dangerous and effective you will be when you get the first 5 notes of the blues scale of whatever key you're working on, and you just know that I'm going to go 4, 3, 2, 1, ba-da-dum, or I could go ba-da-da-bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. I'm just going to stay there. Except there we're ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Let's stay there. All right, you guys with me? And how nice is that? Now, let's talk about connection. I call this the connection note when I'm in the key of C. This F sharp, and I put my 4th finger on the F sharp. So watch this. If I play the top half of the blues scale, and I go up, that gets me the minor 3rd on top. Now watch this. 4, 3, 2, 1. So anytime you hear me going up and down the keyboard, I'm thinking about that F sharp as my connector note to get me from the top half of the blues scale with that minor 3rd on top. Connection note. Connection note. Okay, if you understand that, put got it in the chat. I'm using F sharp as a way to kind of reset my bearings. It doesn't matter if you're a beginning or an advanced person, you get this idea. First 5 notes, you go ba da 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 bum, ba da ba da 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 ba da 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 da. Okay, let's keep going down. We're about to get into the licks here in just a minute. Boy, we have a lot of people watching. I want somebody else who's never been in the chat just to say hello in the chat. Let's see if we can do that. All right, now, watch this. We had this idea of ba-da-da-dum. As I say all the time, you got the minor 3rd on top and the minor blues scale. It sounds great, but if all you ever did was play the minor blues scale, it would get very old quickly. It'd be like da-da-da-da-da. Occasionally you want to hear a little bit of light, a little bit of ba-da-ba-da. I want to hear that minor 3rd to major 3rd. And if you can agree with that and understand that, put got it in the chat. Da-da, that's the minor 3rd of E flat to major 3rd. Ba-da, ba-dee, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So we had this idea of the minor 3rd to major 3rd. Even listen. All right, now I'm going to give you a couple of other very important things related to that. The cool thing about, in my opinion, about minor 3rd to major 3rd is, I know we said that when you're in the key of C, you use the C blues scale. Even when you change chord, you're still on the C blues scale, because it would sound bad if you went to the F scale and then the G scale on the 5 chord. But here's what I want you to know, is when you go to your minor 3rd to major 3rd licks, you can go to that chord. For instance, watch this. There's my C, my E flat to E. When I go to the F chord, I can go to that minor 3rd to major 3rd. Same thing on G. Minor 3rd to major 3rd, minor 3rd to major 3rd, and minor 3rd, 3rd. So one thing I could do is like this. F, watch. Even on G, minor 3rd to major. Let's do that. Watch. So you get it whenever we go to those minor third to major third licks, it works. Even, let me give you another example, would be the idea of the most famous lick at iMusicAcademy, the one that got us to 1 million views or more. I don't even know what it is now, but it's getting on up there. And it's amazing that people still comment on that video. It's probably the worst video I've ever done in terms of quality. And that's saying a lot. But it's the one that seemed to reach a lot of people. It's this right here. Now I did that, and I did a diminished lick, and I did that lick as well. But this is the very first lick, and people like this one, and I love it too. I still play this lick when I'm on gigs because it's minor third to major third, then it's a F triad in second inversion, and then you get up into the keys just a little bit, and it's the C7 without the third. So you practice this. Now this was one of the examples that I was going to show you today anyway, but I want you to understand my fingering as I'm sliding that minor third to major third, and notice this, a visual of the triad, right? And then I go F in second inversion, and then I do the G with the C chord with the G and B flat. So you have this idea. Now when I go to the key of the F chord, it's the same exact motion, it's the same shape. This muscle memory right here is now translated up here, and then same thing on G. So it does work. Even though I'm playing the C blues scale, when I go to that minor third to major thing, I can do it on that specific chord. So let me demonstrate that. F chord, here we go. Now watch the minor third to major third on G. F. Then maybe the little blues scale. Let's do it again. Okay, you guys see what I'm doing? On purpose, I decided I'm just going to do this one lick. And when I go to the F chord, I'll do the same exact lick, and then when I go here, I'm going to do the slide as well. And then occasionally, you probably saw me sneak in the A blues scale. So for the people that are just now tuning in, remember that you have this nice little secret sauce of whatever key you're in. C, key of C, go down 3 half steps. And now you're at the A blues scale, and give me the first 4 notes of the A blues scale. The next thing that's really, really important is this idea of this one lick. It's right out of Blues Volume 1. It's the most popular video ever at iMusicAcademy. And I do this. Da, 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 da. But even that, you could start it at the top. I could just go up a little bit and go back down. I could go up and down. Or I could do what I just did. I went down and then so that's another really nice thing about these licks, is that you can make them your own. You learn it and then you make it your own. Okay, so I've already showed you this so far. I said I was going to show you about 5 different licks to jumpstart or reignite your blues journey. So you have the first 5 notes. We know we can turn that around so many ways. I'm putting it in the private public membership on YouTube of this first 5 notes. You can turn it around so many ways to not only survive but thrive playing the blues. You can go down 3 half steps and you're on your A blues scale. And then that's 2. And then you can do this lick right here. That's 3. And I already said you can go minor third to major third and do this little triplet. 2, 3, 5. That's 4, and the top half of the blues scale. I'm going to give you one more in just a second. Okay, now let's take a little, just a fun little journey on one simple concept. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but let's say that we learn this example right here, example 1. Once you learn that, you can use it in so many different contexts. That's the great thing. It's just like when you learn a vocabulary word, you can say it in a lot of different ways, the same thing, and it becomes something totally different. Like if I play this for you and I go, if I play it with the trio voicing, it's going to sound a little bit different. I could go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's going to have a little bit different feel. If I play it with quarter notes, it's going to have a little bit different feel. Eighth notes. What if a Latin feel? Or more of like a New Orleans groove, right? I could go. Even when I go to F. All right, you get it. Okay, that's what's so nice is you learn it, and then you know that all these different bass lines you can use over it, and it totally changed this one lick. And even just knowing this lick, then you can change that one lick by starting at the top, starting at the bottom, going just halfway up. Okay, that's my little fun little reminder to you guys. You learn these things, you repeat them over and over, and then they really become a part of who you are, and you can mess around with them however you want to. Okay, the last lick that I'll give you, and then we'll do a recap, is let's do the C6 lick. The 6th lick, and all it is outlining the root, the 3rd, the 5th of the triad, and the 6th note. And I think I mentioned yesterday that I think I heard this originally on Red Garland doing that. On a slow blues. But how fun is that to slide off of that minor 3rd to major 3rd and give me that 1 and 2 and then, or 1 and 2 triplet. I like 1 and then for a triplet. 1 and 2 and then 3 and 4 and. Okay, now that's such a nice satisfying slide. I like to do 2 2. I'm going to give you a bonus tip for today, a Ray Charles bonus tip, so hang in there. Now when I go to the F chord, I'm here. Same exact shape, but on the F. On G, it's the same exact feelings. So we could put that into our playing for today. We go 1 and 2 and then now it starts. You can go up the blues scale with your octave if you want. Now watch on the F chord. Same thing on G. Let's do that. Okay, now let's put it all together. The other thing I was going to tell you, here's your bonus tip, and then we'll put it all together, is that you hear this minor 3rd to major 3rd, and I absolutely love this. When I think of the Ray Charles stuff, and we do Ray Charles trainings all the time where we go, like you've heard that from What I'd Say, and trying to lock up the hands. It takes a little bit of work to learn how to do stuff like that, but there's a whole, Vicky, thank you so much. You're so generous. Thank you so much. That's really awesome. All right, so watch this, everyone. You have, I'm going to show you the Ray Charles thing on 2 different places to play it. So the original, I think, was in E for the What I'd Say, but we're going to do it in C, this idea of first 5 notes of the blues scale. You can start this for a C7 on the 5th or the minor 3rd to major 3rd. Yeah, thank you so much, Vicky, for your support. on the channel. Watch this. Couple things I want you to notice. I'm using finger 1, and then finger 2 slides to finger 2. So it's just getting used to F sharp to G. And then I go the flat 7 and then the root. Now, you're not going to get this right away, but you will get it. 1 and 2. Now watch this. I'm sliding with my third finger. Like, who in the world would have thought you could do that? F sharp to F with my finger 3 to 3. You just have to get used to that. Now that would work over the C chord, but I want to use it in the context of the minor third to major third since we're talking about this. Watch this. Well, on F, same thing, minor third to major third. Back to C. To G. F. Okay, now, you had this idea, and I want everybody to spend a little time. Finger 1 on D, then you go 2 to 2, and the downbeat is on the 1 on E. 1, 1. And then you go G, A, and then I go slide the minor third down to the second note. Right? Okay, now, just know that, I mean, even that right there, there's a whole section on the that Ray Charles thing in the 20 tips for 5-minute practice success course that we have, because I think it's so important to be able to do that, even if I was doing that New Orleans feel. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's put the C6 lick with that. We'll go. Minor third to major third. Blues scale. Actually, no, we'll walk it down. So sometimes you'll hear me doing, instead of just the blues scale to do as a turnaround, sometimes we do this. And all that is whatever key we're in, we put the C together and C together. The left hand goes up to the major third, and then the right hand goes down a whole step. To the fifth. Then you go chromatically down, one note at a time, down to the G. I'm going to check in just a minute. So I don't get emails when people, I don't think I get emails when people subscribe to the new channel, this new opportunity when you hit join. But if I go into my YouTube app, it'll tell me to see if anybody signed up. And I'm super excited. We have 5 people that have signed up since last week, and we just started. I'm just going to see. I'm going to let you guys know. I'll keep you guys in the loop. I always like to do that. Okay, we're still at 5 members, and that's okay. 5 amazing members. My hope is that one day there will be tons of members in this public channel thing that we do, and then that'll be just really nice. Okay, so watch this, everyone. I'm going to go over each lick, and then we'll call it a day. I am looking for that next member, and when you sign up and you hit join, you're going to get this PDF right here, and you'll have access to all the other PDFs that I've been loading up since last week. I've given you guys inside the membership area. I've given you private streams from our Chord Academy and our All Access Academy, and also I put a whole course in there for you guys. Just tons of stuff, but I'm having a good time, and I love the platform, and I love the fact that you guys get these cool little badges. All right, here's the way you're going to practice. Again, my hope is that you will jumpstart your blues playing again, right? I sent this to several friends. I sent you guys a nice little PDF. So, in addition to that, comment on this video and like this video. The algorithm is in our favor now at iMusicAcademy. It was stuck for a while, but it's working for us now. We're getting a lot of new subscribers. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to get familiar. Here's your overview. 5 notes of the blues scale. Get used to this shape. Put your fingers over this C shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Practice this up and down. It does wonders for your fingers to be working both hands. Be a nice little warm-up to do. And I also practice mashing it all down. It sounds horrible, but just lets me know that I don't even have to, I'm not even looking. I put my hands and they naturally will be hovering over this shape because we've gotten used to playing this. So then the next thing is take this PDF and go through this and turn it around. There's so many options there. Remember that ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da. Also, you can go down 3 half steps and do the first 4 notes of the A blues scale. Even on the F chord. Even on G. Okay, so the next thing we said is you have those 2 ideas. What about the top half of the blues scale? I absolutely love having that minor third on the top. Going back up there. One more time. So you have that at the top. The next thing we said is don't forget about that F sharp being the 4th finger. Ba-da-da-da. It's your connection note whenever you're going up and down that blues scale. Then we talked about the idea of the most popular lick at iMusicAcademy ever is this one. How about we add that to the mix? When you go to the F chord, same lick, just now on F. Or halfway up. Halfway up. Okay, then we said you can also go minor third to major third. 1, 2, 2, 4, 5. And Ray Charles on the way back down. Actually, on the way up and down. How about a little C blues scale? All right, again. C6 lick. A blues scale. All right, let's talk about the other thing we talked about. We said the Ray Charles idea. We did the C6 lick. I think we got everything covered. And because you guys are so amazing, I'm going to give you one more. This idea of and all I did is go up to my third. Thirds are so important. Up to the root, down to the flat 7. All right, so third up the root. When I go up to F, same thing. Third up to the root, down to the flat 7, same thing here. It comes right out of this idea of that. Okay, and the last thing, there's one more thing. I'm actually going to put these together as a nice little resource. But there was one more thing I wanted to add, was this idea of the triads. You guys have been so amazing. I'm going to give you the triads again. If I do a second inversion triad, I love harmonizing this. This is in the shapes course, second inversions. And what I love about it is this is your very fast flyover version, but I love second inversion triads, so get those down. I can go C, B, B flat, so chromatically down, and then I'm going to go A minor, A flat minor, G minor, so we have, and then A minor, A flat, G, and then F major, G minor. And I end on the second inversion triad. Isn't that a nice sound? Or ba 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 da 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 da. There's so many possibilities. Then when you go to F, same thing. And G. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But just get your C triad. Da 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 da. Love second inversion triads. We've been doing a lot of that in our gospel thing. So Chord Academy, this is a whole nother thing. I wasn't going to say anything, but I just need to say something. In Chord Academy, we've been doing some really fun things. Gospel ideas like and second inversion triads are really important things. So get this little bonus tip. C major, then just think, this is a very, very common, very important 101 from gospel is C triad with a D minor, first inversion C. So it's just C or D minor, right? So you think, even when I'm on the F chord, I do the C and D minor. A minor. Yeah. So we've been doing that all week at, I mean, gosh, we do Chord Academy is such an amazing thing. Right now, I'm just saying this. It's literally like a cup of coffee at Starbucks. It's like $4.99 or $4.85 per week. And you get 2 lives and all the charts and all the lives. Is crazy. But that's going up at the end of this weekend. It's going to go up to $7.99. And then we're gonna go from there. But I love it. If you're an all access member, of course you get all that. You get Chord Academy and everything. But we've been doing Chord Academy since September, and I do loops, I do voicings, I do it's chords and context, like. And you guys get sheet music and all this stuff, man. It's amazing. Yeah. So I love it. I love Chord Academy and I love what we're doing. So it's a lot. I know it's a lot that we have. I have an all access academy. I have Chord Academy. And then now I have this public YouTube thing, which is very nice. And a little fun fact is that, so I'm having so much fun in the membership area of the public channel, is that I am putting some fun things for you guys. It's like I'm putting PDFs in there and some really nice PDFs and links to things we've been working on, regardless at this point, regardless of the tier that people join. So anyway. All right, guys, that's been so much fun hanging out with you. Thank you to Poetic Justice. Thank you for hanging out. It's good to see you guys. Vicky, thank you so much for your $5 donation. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of your day. I'm really excited. I'm going to do my, little housekeeping notes. This was just a pop-up lesson. Tomorrow we have all access on Thursdays. Always Tuesday and Friday is Chord Academy, and Monday and Thursday is all access group, where we do all these kinds of things that we're doing. But tomorrow is our tech day at iMusicAcademy. Yeah, if you want to check out Chord Academy, then you just basically, let me see if I even have a link in here. Yes, there's actually a, yeah, join Chord Academy. So there's a link right there, and it ends up being, it's like right now it's like $19.99 a month, but I'm telling you, it's ridiculous what people get for that. I'm excited about it. A lot of my people who are in Chord Academy are in the all access, and they just double dip, so they come to four things a week, and even the pop-up sessions. Vicky's a member of that, and she's doing a donation too. Vicky, you don't have to do that. Hugh, good to see you. I wonder if Hugh's still on. But anyway, so tomorrow is our tech day, and I probably will do, I might invite Chord Academy to that tomorrow. So what's so nice about the tech day is I'm going to show you guys amazing apps you can use for your practice time. We're going to talk about how you can use YouTube in a really cool way. And we're going to talk about how to get your setup, like whatever setup you're using. I want to know what do you have an iPad? Do you have a computer? Do you have an interface? All these kinds of things we'll be talking about. So tomorrow is Tech Day, and I think you're going to love it. It'll be everything from ear training to apps you can use to level up your trio playing, your solo playing, and all that. So that's tomorrow at 8 a.m. And as you guys know, you always have the replays if you miss anything. So. All right, let me give my shout outs. What we always do at iMusicAcademy is I give you guys a chance to say hello to each other and goodbye to each other. So I'm going to do that now. Shout out to Pit Blues. Good to see you on the stream today. Peter, good to see you as well. I'll see you tomorrow, Peter. Fabrizio, was very cool to see Fabrizio today. He supported iMusicAcademy in the past. Doug is my first member of the subscriber area on the membership area on YouTube, and I know that Doug can tell you how many files and cool things you can get there. Vicky, thank you for the $5 support. Jeffrey, always showing up for iMusicAcademy. Let me see who else. Hugh, always consistent. I will see Hugh tomorrow. I got Peter, and then Poetic Justice. Awesome. What's your first name, Poetic Justice? It could be Poetic Justice, but I would bet that you have an amazing first name as well. And Doug, good to see you. Yeah. Awesome. All right, Peter, see you tomorrow. Glad it worked out. I was going to email you, Peter, and let you know, or to check to make sure we were going to test this out for you today. The last blues reminds you of George Harrison's For You Blue of the Beatles' Let It Be album. Very cool. Yeah, I don't even remember what that was. Vance. All right, I like that name. All right, Vance. Hey, thank you for hanging out. Guys, have a amazing rest of your day. Today was really good. I have to give you guys some amazing credit, because we had at times we had 16, 17, I don't know, people. That's pretty good for us on a Wednesday at 11 a.m. So it's a fun little pop-up lesson. Thank you for supporting iMusicAcademy. I will see you guys in the next video. I know I go way over sometimes. I was going to go 30 minutes, but you guys just inspire me to keep wanting to play and to